welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a Southern mama and I like to cook. I don't really like to clean up after it, but I do like to cook. And today we are going to be making some Southern style homemade chicken and dumplings, which is one of my family's very favorite. It's easy, it's cheap, just some flour, water, salt and pepper, chicken. You can make some chicken and dumplings. So let's go to the kitchen. Here I'm getting 3 large chicken breasts. I really could have only done 2. I wound up doing the 3 and I had to put some in the fridge for another dish. I used some cracked black pepper and you're gonna use salt as well, just to go ahead and put in the water with your chicken. I'm Southern, I don't measure a lot. I'll measure some things for you, but this you can just do as much as you would like. I'm also going to get a bullion cube. I'm not sure what other people use, but you can use chicken stock. Just cook your chicken in chicken stock, but I'm using a bullion cube. It's just something I always have in my pantry on hand, and it makes it taste just as good. You're gonna need 3 cups of flour. I'm using self-rising flour, but you can also, I'm using all-purpose flour, but you can also use self-rising flour. I like my dumplings a little thinner. If you like yours thicker, you would want to use self-rising. You're going to use 3 cups. You're going to get I used about 1.5 cups of water, and I put another bullion cube in it. I'm going to take the end of one of my spoons, and you're just going to kind of crush it up a little. The warm water will help to dissolve it. Just crush it and stir it around. Or as Southern girls like to say it, just stir it. You can just stir it a little. And mush it. Now you're going to mix in the water. You don't want a real wet batter. I'm going to get some flour and put on my countertop. I just do it straight on my counter. I just cleaned my counters before and roll with it. Smear it around. Get that counter all nice and smeared. Alright, you're going to pour in the broth that I made with the bullion cube, and it's just warm water. If you get it too hot, it'll make the texture of the dumplings a little off. So just make sure it's just a little bit warm to help melt that bullion cube, and then just pour about 1.5 cups. I had to wind up getting just a little bit more because it was still too dry. You don't want them too wet. You can see my little in the background there. She's going to put on her onesie there. Once you put that in, just mix it up enough to get it mushed together good. You don't have to, just don't overmix it. In the pot there, I did put my chicken on high to get it boiling. Then just dump it on the countertop. Dump away. And I'm just going to push it out enough just to roll it just a little bit, just to get it flat, and I'm going to let it sit while the chicken is cooking. I set the timer for my chicken at about 40 minutes. I don't like anything raw, so I wanted to make sure it got good and done. Okay, here I am, we're back. The chicken is done. It's been cooking for about 40 minutes, so it's gonna be good and done. I'm just gonna take it out of the pot and put it into a bowl. You're gonna leave the water in the pan. That's what you're gonna use to put your dumplings in. So I always just leave that water in there. And keep it boiling. So if it's not boiling, you wanna turn up the heat to make sure that it is. And here you're just going to roll out the dumplings. I usually do half at a time. I don't have enough counter space. So I'll do half at a time. And get a good old pizza cutter. That's the best thing to cut the dumplings with. So I just make lines down them, horizontally and then vertically. Just whatever size you want to put them in there. Be aware if you do use self-rising flour, the bigger the cuts are, they swell up and get even bigger. So I usually try to do pretty small ones, and if they're not small enough as I'm putting them in the pot, I will actually break them in half and just drop them into the water. Now just get your hand mixer and you're just going to do that to break up the chicken. That's the easiest way to shred chicken. Just use your blender and shred it around. It'll shred it in no time. It's a whole lot easier and you don't have to wait till it's completely cooled off to do it. Now that you've got your chicken shredded, you're just gonna put it into the pot with the dumplings. As you can see, like I told you in the beginning of the video, I put way too many chicken breasts. You could have done 2 and it would have been plenty. So, but at least I have enough left over for a whole nother meal. At this point, the dumplings have been cooking for about 20 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat down to low and just make sure you stir every now and then. If you don't, they will stick to the bottom of the pan. If you notice that they are a little runny, or you like yours thicker, and I do like mine thicker, I add a little bit of cornstarch. Just put about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and a couple tablespoons of water, and you're going to mix it together, and then you're just going to pour it directly into the pot and then stir it really good. And that's all there is to it. It should thicken within 1 to 2 minutes, and they'll be ready to serve. Thank you all so much for watching my video. If you enjoy it, please like and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.